asked you to do number 14 for me because we already did 7. So if I look at number 14, I see here merchandise, which we established as trading stock, sold to Gorman. So in other words, the right one would be Gorman would be debited and sales would be credited. Can you see I'm using the person's name as a normal T account? Because your debtors ledger works on exactly the same principles as your T accounts. So for calculation purposes, you don't have to write debtors control. Write the guy's name, because the mistake is going to be in the guy's name. Okay. Do you have a question?
Where did you get 800?
Here. Oh, 300. In my head, which wasn't very clear. Okay, so that's the right one. The wrong one, we showed it in the account of Gustav. So in Gustav's account we showed 300. Sales 300. Can you see sales is fine? I'm not going to do anything with sales. The problem lies here. So I want to take the wrong one out. I want to cancel the wrong one by going opposite. Can you see? So I'm going opposite 300, ne? And debiting 300. So if I go do it in the general journal, let's just have the right one. I'm going to see Gorman debit, Gustav credit. So Gorman debit, Gustav credit 300. They are both debtors. So my debtors control is also going to be a debit and a credit because both of them have an influence on the control. And I just say fix error. Any questions? You guys sharp? So basically, if I look at this one, they say we bought stationery on credit. So in other words, the right one would have been stationery debit, creditors control, credit. But we showed it in the packing material. Now by this stage you should already know they credited creditors. You're not going to do anything with creditors. So the mistake is here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take the wrong one out and put the right one in. So I'm going to debit stationery and I'm going to credit packing material. 14. There's no names, so there's no controls, and I'm fixing an error. Okay. Now do for me the 26. Okay, with this one, if you look, they say the owner took merchandise for own use. So I know my two T accounts is drawings and trading stock. I know that. Ne? Now they say here the amount was recorded as 500. So I know here the mistake is not the T accounts. The mistake is in the amount. So the wrong one, I said drawings, trading stock 500. What was I supposed to do? I was supposed to say drawings, trading stock 400. So can you see now in this case, the amounts are right, the T accounts are fine. It's the amounts that's wrong. So, can you see I want to make that 500 a 400. How will I do that? I'm just going to go to the opposite side and say, okay, let's take out 100, because then it is most 400. And let's take out here 100. Ne? Because then my answer would be 400, then I'm sharp. Can you see what I did? Okay. We sharp. So, when I go here, I am now going to say trading stock is debited. Drawings credited with 100. Only 100, because to fix the mistake, I only had to subtract 100 from both of them. Can you see I'm actually reversing? I'm just doing the opposite of what I did. So that's a principle in accounting. If I want to make stuff more, I do the same thing again. If I want to cancel or make stuff less, I do the opposite thing. Okay. Are we sharp here? Okay, talk to me. Why is it 100? Because I'm fixing. My mistake is that 100. Can you see if I look? So, listen to me. The sides, can you see if this wrong one? The sides is right. I wrote drawings, I debit drawings, I credit trading stock. There's nothing wrong with the sides. You see? What is wrong? Let me just finish. The 500 is wrong. What should it be? It should be 400. But can you see the sides are the same? The accounts are the same. There's no mistake there. So how will I make the 500 a 400? By just going opposite. I'm subtracting 100. And in accounting, how do you subtract 100? By going opposite. Yes. So in accounting, there's a principle. We talk about amounts being understated and amounts being overstated. Okay? So in this case, if I showed 500 instead of 600, it's understated. Then I'm going to fix it on the same side. So I'm going to do exactly what I did with the amount that's short. So I debited drawings and trading stock, credit. There's 100 short, so what do? I debit drawings and trading stock with 100 that is short. You with me? Okay. Then, if it's overstated, it's like this one. I showed it 500, but it should be 400. So now I showed it too much. The term I use for that is I say it's overstated. Then I'm going to do the opposite. So what's the opposite? Here it's debit, so now I'm going to credit it. Here it's credit, so I'm going to debit it. That's the accounting principle. You sharp? Okay. I want you to do for me 28. Okay. If I look at 28, they say goods bought on credit. Now, when I see goods, I know it's trading stock. Bought on credit. So I know trading stock is debit, creditors control is credit. But in this case, I see they give me the name. So, Stony Traders. Ne? So I bought 32, I owe 32. Now they say this amount was posted to the account of SJ Distributors. So, the wrong one is I said trading stock debit, SJ credited. This one is wrong. This one is right. Can you see the trading stock is sharp? I don't need to do anything with the trading stock. The problem is in the names, right? So now, which one is wrong? SJ. So I need to debit SJ, credit Stony. So I'm going to debit SJ Distributors, and I'm going to credit Stony Traders with 3,200. They are both creditors. So my creditors control will also be debited and credited. You see. And now I total my debtors control, creditors control. What about? Oh, sorry. I always forget this. 3232. Everybody happy now?